first thoughts?
I thought it was a good football game. Proud of our team. Thought they came out here. I thought they were focused. I thought did a lot of good things out there. I thought it was a good team win against a good football team, and I give our football team a lot of credit. I give Penn State's football team a lot of credit. There obviously was a crazy atmosphere all week for going into the game, and I think it shows the character of both football teams and all the young men who played in that football game. I thought it was like I said, I give everybody credit that it was a good football game.
Well, you guys did the group prayer at the start of the game. Who came up with the idea to do that?
Both teams, and I thought it was the right thing to do. I thought a show of solidarity, was something that was probably pretty sorely needed in a situation that everybody's facing. And I'll be honest with you, going into the football game, I didn't think the game should have been played, and for a lot of different reasons. And I just think in the end, I think I look at my job as a football coach is to educate and to prepare the kids who come in the program for the rest of their life, and that's what we are. We're in a university system, and I thought that this gave us an opportunity. I thought that the situation that's going on is bigger than football. It was bigger than that game that was just played. It was bigger than the young men in the game who would have missed it had they called it off. And and it's about education, about people keep putting in perspective what the situation is all about. And hopefully, at least the fact that both teams went up and sat down and prayed together, maybe that put that in perspective a little bit. It's about doing what's right, and it's about society, and it's about right and wrong. And trust me when I tell you, I don't know the specifics of the situation, and I'm not judging anybody. But the fact is, young kids were hurt, and that's that's a crime in itself, and it's something that's, like I said, it's a lot bigger than football. It's a lot bigger than the NCAA, the Big Ten, or anything else. And I think that at least, that's why in the end, going in, I didn't think the game should have been played. But with it being played, I thought that kneeling down and praying and both teams coming together was the right thing to do. And hopefully that in itself made a statement. I just think that there's, I always think it's about the youth. I think it's about the young kids. I got a 12-year-old boy, and I think it's about the young kids out there. I think it's about educating them, and I think there are a lot of young kids that all week, with all the things that were going on ESPN, were really confused for a lot of different reasons, because there's a lot out there that people don't know. There's a lot of speculation. There's a lot of things going on in there, and I think it's not about the adults. It's not about the football. It's not about anything else. It's about education, and it's about the youth. And I think that gets lost in the whole situation. And if we all come out of this thing, whatever comes out of it, whatever comes out of it, hopefully that a lot of people learn from it. And so nothing like that ever happens. Nothing ever happens again.
Are you still conflicted about playing this game after having played it?
Like I said, going in, I do what I'm told, and it was to play, and that wasn't my decision to make. So I was, I prepared, and we got our football team ready, and that was a decision that was made, and we did it. And I thought that the way the game was played, and like I said, I thought the teams coming together beforehand, I think those were all positives. I guess I'll leave it at that.
You said you liked your team's focus all week, but looking back
at the week, how difficult was it to keep the guys focused on football with all that was going on?
Well, you talk to them about it, but the fact is, and I got to be honest with you, there were times, that it was hard as a coach, and there's a lot of things going on, and obviously the coverage, it was all over the place. It was no matter where you turn, that's what it was. That's where the focus was, and it hurts. Like I said, it wasn't about. I felt like there were times when I felt like here I'm telling my football team to ignore what's going on because we have a game to play. We have to focus on what we're doing, but same time, you need that. My number one job is to educate them and to talk to them about it and put focus on what we know and so these young adults learn from the situation or there's just a lot of things. I think it's a pretty complicated situation and for a lot of reasons and so due to that, I going in. I'll be honest with you. Early in the week, I thought there's no way we're going to play this football game. But now that we did, we prepared our kids. They prepared well, and I like the way they responded.
You guys were really able to pound the ball with Burkhead. How do you think he played?
Rex, he always. I don't know how many yards he had. He had over 100 yards. And, he comes to play every week, but we. I thought that. We gave him some rest in there. It's hard to get him off the field, because he's going to fight you tooth and nail when you replace him. But I thought we mixed it up well. I thought it was a good team effort on the offensive side of the ball. I thought we had a couple missed opportunities, but that's a good defense we played over there.
What happened on the fumble? Did you think you guys got it back there?
I'm just going off of what our guys on offense said. They said that we had it the whole time, and I don't. So I got to see it on the tape, but it's not a reviewable play. I don't know. Like I said, I was going more off of what I saw that in the end our guy had the ball, and I also was going off what our players were saying.
Could you talk about your defense? It seemed like Penn State had a little momentum, but then you get the two big stops there to end the game.
Yeah, I thought we played well defensively. We gave up a couple plays. The toss pass. The throwback to the quarterback, and then I thought on the other one that went down to the 5 earlier in the game, I thought we should have intercepted it. We had it double covered. And the kid from Penn State went up and made a good play. But I thought we played well defensively.
Well, what about that touchdown at the end of the first half? Was that when you look back at it, that touchdown drive?
I thought that was a huge drive for us. I thought it was a big drive. And, to get up, in essence, 2 scores going into the half and get some momentum going in the half, especially knowing that we were coming back and we were going to get the ball to start the second half. I thought that was a big drive.
Based on the answers you gave us a few minutes ago, it kind of sounds like the prayer might have been your team's idea. Is that accurate that it was?
No, I think it was. I think it came from both sides. It came from the administrations and like I said, I thought it was. I think Coach Bradley, myself, where everybody that had to sign off on it. It was the first thing, it was a no-brainer. That was the right thing to do.
Well, when you said earlier in the week that there was some, when you said, "Oh my goodness, there's no way we're going to play,"
that was just my thoughts.
Yeah, initial. Was there any serious discussions about not?
I wouldn't know. That's not my. That's way above my head.
In your career, was there a moment comparable to maybe what happened before the game today?
I've been around a lot of things, and I don't want to compare it. Unfortunately. I've been coaching in this game. Not unfortunately, I've been coaching for a long time, but unfortunately, I've been through some crazy things. When you talk about 9/11 and hurricanes, and it seems like it seems like if something happens, I'm right in the middle of it. And I've been around a lot of things, but I thought that was there's a lot of things it can be said about the situation. And like I said, I hate to talk too much about it because I don't know a lot of specifics, but I guess in the end, it's like I said, it's bigger than. I know that the situation when people are hurt and kids are hurt, it's way bigger than football. It's more important than football. It's life, and life lessons. And I just think we as a society got to fight tooth and nail and come together to see that things don't happen like that. And that's just how I see it.
How was Ron Brown selected to lead the prayer?
It's a pretty obvious choice, and with everything Ron is and what he represents, and thought he did a great job.
By the end of the game, after that last play was over, there were about 40 guys just kneeling. I mean, they were exhausted. I mean, both teams were really exhausted. It seemed like the energy was completely expended by the end of that game.
I think so. You get to this late in the year. I think I know our team's beat up. We got a lot of injuries. We got a lot of guys that are playing nicked up, and that's what it is. It's November football in this conference, and I'm sure Penn State is the same way. And it's exhausting. And you talk about, we just finished week 10, got 2 weeks to go, and it's part of the deal. But it's a physical game.
Well, the second half, the big play by Cam, how big was it? I mean, because you just gone 3 and out, you're up 10-0, they were driving, and then he makes the sack, the fumble, and then you get it, you come down to score.
Well, I thought that takeaway was big. The same way I thought that when we fumbled, the takeaways, turnovers in a game like that are big, and so that was a big play for us. And then we obviously we took advantage of it. So it was, like I said, that was a good football game.
What happened to Ben County, and what's his status moving forward?
He hurt his shoulder, and what it is going forward, I don't know. I mean, they thought that possibly he might come back, but we'll see how it goes. I mean, today, but I don't. That's more a question for the doctors, but I don't think it's anything long term.
Any more, Coach?
Thanks, guys.